and welcome back to the Tula Pink 2024 Quilt Along, hosted by me, Rachel of the Electric Bee. And what are we doing? Well, this year we are quilting our way through Tula Pink's 100 modern quilt blocks. We are on week number 12, or we just completed week number 12, and we did blocks number 23 and 24. So let's see what Tulas look like. So block number 23, we're in the rectangle section of the book, looks like this. And then block number 24, which was super fun, looks like this. So let's start with looking at my blocks, and then we'll see what your guys' blocks look like. So, ta-da! Here's my blocks. All right, we'll start with Jeremy's. So I am making actually two quilts. I'm making this one using the Oak and Maple collection for my husband, Jeremy. And then I am making a Tula Pink version for myself. So this is Jeremy's. So we'll start off with block number 23. Super pretty. I love that I used the wheat. This was actually a fairly simple block. So this was a lot of fun to put together. And then block number 24. This one was definitely a bit more complicated in that there's a ton of pieces, but I think the end result is just so pretty. I really like this kind of like Bargello look. I love the colors that I use for Jeremy's, and overall, I just think it's super pretty. And yeah, I will put in a picture here of all of Jeremy's blocks so far. You know, using the same fabric collection for all of them, you can really see how cohesive they all are, and this quilt is going to turn out so pretty. It's really exciting having so many blocks. You know, we're almost a quarter of the way done, and you know, the stack is getting tall, so it'll be fun to see it as it grows. And then here are my Tula Pink blocks. Ah, look how pretty. So with my Tula Pink ones, I'm definitely using the colors that I'm inspired by the colors that she used in her block. So we'll start with block number 23. I'm really glad that I was able to actually make like a true red block. I used the red of the ladybugs. I think they're super cute. And then I was able to fussy cut little bunnies and then use this fabric from the dog print. I think it turned out so cute. And look at these little bun faces. I mean, come on, they're so cute. And then here's my block number 24. Again, I really like how this one turned out. And yeah, I think this one, you know, is really fun. And I could actually see, you know, an entire quilt, you know, made out of blocks kind of like this. You know, you could even rotate them to get kind of different looks. But I like how it, you know, is kind of a stair step. So I will insert a picture here of all my Tula Pink blocks together. Of course, organized in rainbow order. Aren't they pretty? I'm so excited. Her new line, Full Moon Forest 2, is coming out soon. So I want to use my stashing and borders from that collection. So I'm kind of excited to get my hands on it and start playing around with what I want that to look like. Okay, so those are my blocks. Now let's see your guys' blocks. Oh, I got my pictures here. All right, we'll start off with my mom's. I mean, look how pretty those are, Mom. I really like, you know, the green that you're incorporating. You did such a good job piecing them. I really, really like them. And yeah, I mean, perfection. I think they just look so pretty. And then we have Shanna Rogers. Okay, first of all, she used the cats in block number 23, which I think are so cute. And she used mineral, and she used homemade. She fussy cut all of those pieces. I mean, how fun. I love it so much, and I love those cats. And then her block number 24, I mean, we use the same fabric, so I feel like we're just besties, and I really, really like it. It's so pretty. Your blocks are turning out so wonderful, and I can't wait to see the whole quilt. And yeah, so those are who have posted on Instagram. So just a reminder, make sure you are following me at Electric Bee Quilting on Instagram. Post your photos using hashtag TP100block2025 so that I can see your pictures and I can post them here in the weekly wrap up. I really like seeing all the photos. And so if you guys are out there and making these blocks, you know, make sure you post your pictures so that I can see them, because I really, really enjoy it. All right, a little bit of bonus content here at the end because it's a little bit shorter of a wrap up, but I thought I'd give you kind of an update on what I've been working on this past week. So my mother and I are actually attending an event with Cave Facet. He's coming to Des Moines to give a talk, and they are kind of having a tire sort of, not competition, but you know, you get entered, I think, into a drawing if you know, wear some Kaffe facet fabric. So, you know, my mom's a huge Kaffe fan. I do love Kaffe, but I don't know why, but I haven't sewn anything with it. And so I was like, well, this is a perfect opportunity. I've always wanted to make a quilted coat. So this would be a great opportunity. So I went to the quilt store in Ames, Iowa, and I found this beautiful fabric. And yeah, I made myself a little coat. So this is the, ta-da! This is the Patchwork Chore Quilt, Patchwork Chore Coat by Patchwork and Poodles. I'll put kind of a picture up above. I made the hooded version, and oh my gosh, this was actually a really easy make. You know, it's very simple. So I'll put in a little video here of me kind of dance around in my backyard as I kind of talk about it. But I quilted the fabric on my long arm machine. So the front fabric is a Kaffe facet, and then the binding is also a Kaffe facet. The lining is a Tula pink fabric. I used plastic snaps. I kind of did my pockets a little bit differently just because I had extra binding and was like, what the hey, you know, might as well make it a little bit fun. But I absolutely love it. I can't wait to wear it to the event, and I think it turned out super cute. If I do say so myself, it's super snuggly, super warm, and actually, as I was making it, I was thinking, man, like this would be fun to do one with Minky on the inside. So it'd be like super snuggly. You know, of course, there was a blizzard this week. So like all I wanted to do was just like snuggle up tight, you know, in like the most snuggly of fabrics. But then so the pattern calls for, at least in my size, to quilt to have 3 3/4 yards fabric. And so I quilted, I believe, 4 yards, or like a little bit less than 4 yards. So I had a bunch left over, and I was like, well, I can't just, you know, let all this quilted fabric go to waste. So what can I make with it? So I leafed through all of my patterns and kind of, you know, came up with an idea. So I made, ta-ta, well, hello. My cat obviously likes this too. Thanks, Goose. I decided to make myself a little tote bag with the rest of the fabric. Now, because this has batting in it, instead of like normally I would use like by Annie Soft and Stable, it's definitely a lot more, you know, floppy, but I think it turned out so cute. This is the pattern All the Things Tote by Knot and Thread. This is the small size. I think it turned out really pretty. Again, I just used my quilted fabric, you know, for the pockets. I used my leftover binding. And then these straps are actually seatbelt webbing that I got off of Amazon in this like fun neon color. I just think it looks so fun. And yeah, it's like definitely more of like a floppy bag because again, it has the batting instead of like Soft and Stable, but I think it turned out so cute. And I mean, like with my jacket, I mean, I was talking to my mom. I was like, I need to make a pair of pants. Then I have the whole ensemble. But yeah. And then I had even more extra fabric. So I decided to make this little guy. So this is a by Annie pattern. And again, it's like super floppy because, you know, it's made out of batting, not Soft and Stable. And I didn't really iron it all that well, but whatever. I think it turned out really cute. You know, just a simple little, you know, pouch. And oh yeah, I forgot, I even made, there's like bags within bags within bags. I even made this little zipper bag too out of the fabric. So yeah, I had a lot left over. I had a lot of fun just, you know, making bags. Yeah, I rolled up to work and was like, oh my gosh, look at all my bags within bags within bags. It's all the same fabric. But yeah, I think this neon kind of adds like a little bit of a pop. And I thought it went really well with this fabric. And yeah, fun times. So that is my big kind of quilted project. Super fun, super fun. All right, so this last quilt that I wanted to show you, or whip I should say, is a quilt along that's hosted by Pat Sloan. It's on her website. I love to make quilts. And this is a free sew along that she is hosting over the next few weeks. And I've been working through my blocks, and I have been doing the sashing and kind of borders as I go. I am making mine ultra scrappy. So you could do this definitely controlled scrappy, but I am doing just ultra scrappy. So opening my box, these are all non-Tula pink scraps is kind of how I organize it. There are some applique blocks, which I'd never done applique before. I did it in 2 different ways. I think it's fine. I'm not too worried about it because this quilt is crazy. But yeah, I got the first 3 rows done. So I'll kind of show it here. I know it will be impossible for me to show you the whole thing. So I will insert a picture here of it on the floor. I think it's looking so nice. It's so scrappy, so crazy. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think we're now halfway through this quilt. I think there's 25 or 26 blocks total, and we just completed block 12. So I think we're about halfway. I think there's 3 more rows. I'm not even quite sure, but I'm having a lot of fun. Again, just making it ultra scrappy, just throwing in kind of whatever I think looks good. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to this past week. What have you guys been up to? Leave your comments down below. Tell me how things are going. I hope you have a fantastic week. We're going on to blocks 25 and 26. Super fun. We are a quarter of the way done. How exciting is that? I know I'm pretty stoked. So hope you're having a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow for block number 25. Hope you're having a good one. Bye.